Hello, welcome to Race Crash Series number 12. Topic Electrochemistry. Most expected questions from Race Academy, Bangalore. Let us start the question. If the conductance and specific conductance of a solution is same, then its cell constant is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3. Either they are given. Now it is asked from the specific constant concept. So we can use this formula. Specific conductance is equals to observed conductance into cell constant, whereas cell constant is nothing but specific conductance by observed conductance. So when specific conductance is said to be equal to observed conductance, then what will happen? Cell constant will become 1. So the correct answer is B option. So which is the right option is nothing but option B is the right option. See the next question. Being unstable, Cu plus undergoes disproportionation. E naught for Cu plus disproportionation is how much? When we have this E naught of Cu2 plus Cu plus given plus 1.53 volts, E naught of Cu plus Cu given as 0.53 volts. We'll see in this disproportionation reaction is 2 Cu plus gives rise to Cu plus Cu2 plus. For this reaction, E naught cell is equals to E naught Cu plus Cu2 plus plus E naught Cu plus Cu. So how can you understand? This one is nothing but one part of the reaction is reduction, another part of the reaction is oxidation. So what is oxidation? That is Cu plus gives rise to Cu2 plus plus E minus. The other reaction is Cu plus plus E minus gives rise to Cu. So this net reaction is this one only given. Here we have this net reaction. In this net reaction we have substituted these values of E naught values given in the problem. After that, this reduction potential value, that is minus 0.153. That means why it is minus? Because Cu plus S became Cu2 plus S became Cu plus. Okay, that means what is the oxidation potential of reduction potential of this one is nothing but minus. So they have given this is reduction potential, but here we observe this is oxidation, so it is minus. Next one, Cu plus plus E minus gives rise to Cu, so it is correct. So we are not changing its sign, so its answer became plus 0.377 volts. That is why option B is the right option for this question. See the next one. During the discharge of lead storage battery, which one of the following is true? Lead is formed, lead sulfate is consumed, H2SO4 is consumed, SO2 is consumed. We have to check with the reactions taking place in the lead storage battery. At anode, this sulfuric acid with lead gives lead sulfate. It is an oxidation reaction. At cathode, this lead dioxide undergoes reduction, gives lead sulfate and water. It is a reduction process. The net reaction, if you observe, Pb plus PbO2 plus 2H2SO4 gives rise to 2PbSO4 plus 2H2. In this reaction, next net discharge reaction, you see that only H2SO4 is consumed in this one. Here, during discharging, so C is the true answer. See the next one. Three electrolytic cells containing Ag plus, Cu2 plus and Al3 plus ions are connected together in series. Now, a current of 3 Faraday was passed. The molar ratio in which the above three metal ions are liberated at the electrodes is, we have different options are there. We know that this is exactly Faraday's second law. If you use the Faraday's second law, according to that law, weight by equivalent weight of the element is constant, and thus gram equivalent weight of Ag plus, which is equals to gram equivalent weight of Cu2 plus, aluminum also. So we have taken that is A, assuming as A. You can take anything, X or anything. But moles of A is Ag plus is A, copper is A by 2 and aluminum is A by 3. We know according to their corresponding number of electrons transferred in the equations. Of that, the molar ratio given as A by 1 is to A2 by is to A by 2 is to A by 3. So what will happen? The molar ratio, this one we have to take an LCM. After taking LCM, we have taken the LCM. After that, LCM is 6. 6 is to 3 is to 2. We got 6 is to 3 is to 2. So option B is the right option for this one. Now, standard reduction potentials of three metals A, B, C are respectively given as 0.5 volts, minus 3, 0.0 volts, minus 1.2 volts. The reducing powers of these metals are, we know reducing power is directly proportional to the negative value of the standard reduction potential value. So it depends on that. So you know that the value of standard reduction potential value decreases, then the power of these elements to act as reducing agent increases. Since minus 3.0 volts is there for B is less than minus 1.2 volts is there for C is less than plus 0.5 volts is there for A. So this is the reducing power of these metals in the decreasing order. You can write it. This is B greater than C greater than A. So the correct answer is option B. See the next one. For a cell reaction involving a 2 electron change, the standard EMF of the cell is found to be 0.295 volts at 25 degrees Celsius. The equilibrium constant of the reaction at 25 degrees Celsius will be. So we have to observe equilibrium constant reaction in this. The relation is nothing but E naught cell is equals to 0.0591 by n into log K equilibrium. This is equilibrium constant. And E naught cell value in the question given as 0.295. Okay. So if we have substituted that value here, then log K will become n into E naught cell by 0.059. That will become simplified form is 10. So log K value became 10. It indicates that equilibrium constant value is nothing but 10. Okay. Next question. How many coulombs of electricity are consumed when 100 milliamps current is passed through a solution of AgNO3 for half an hour during the electrolysis experiment? If you consider 1 milliamp, that is equal to 10 power minus 3 amperes, 100 milliamperes will become 100 into 10 power minus 3. So time is given half an hour. Okay, that means here in the question half an hour given. Half an hour is 1800, that means 1800 seconds. Then quantity of electricity to be passed is current in amperes into time. So current in amperes we have 10 power minus 1 came into 1800, so 180 ampere second came, that is nothing but coulombs. So B option is the right option for this question. See the next question. The standard EMF of the galvanic cell involve 2 moles of electrons in its redox reaction is 0.59 volts. The equilibrium constant for a redox reaction of the cell is 10 power 20, 10 power 5, 10, 10 power 10. You see this galvanic cell reaction. In this reaction there are 2 electrons transferred. Observe. And one more thing, that at equilibrium E0 cell is 0. That we know. But equilibrium constant Kc is found to be this relation as per the previous problems we saw. And if you see this E0 cell value here in this, then what will happen? Log C will become 20. Then Kc will become 10 power 20. So the correct answer is 10 power 20. See the next question. Electrolyte KCl, KNO3, HCl, NaOAc, NaCl given. For them, the lambda infinitive value, that means the specific conductance at equivalent conductance at infinite dilution they are given. That is 149.4 for KCl, 145 for KNO3, 426.2 for HCl, sodium acetate 91, sodium chloride 126.5 given. They are asking calculate the lambda infinitive value for acetic acid using appropriate molar conductances of electrolytes listed above at infinite dilution in water at 25 degrees Celsius. So you have to use the Kohlrausch principle. Using Kohlrausch principle, this weak electrolytes lambda infinitive value can be obtained from the strong electrolytes as per our choice given in the table form. So sodium acetate, HCl, if we add, and there are some ions like the lambda infinitive Na plus lambda infinitive Cl minus will come, and they will be removed by subtracting the lambda infinitive value of sodium chloride from them. So sodium acetate value they are given as 91, and lambda infinitive HCl value given as 426.2 minus 126.5 is the lambda infinitive value of sodium chloride. So upon simplification we got 390.7 Siemens centimeter square per mole, so which is exactly matches with our third option, C option. So C option is the right option for this question. Let us see the next question. An electrolytic cell contains a solution of silver sulfate, has platinum electrodes. A current is passed till 1.6 grams O2 has been liberated at anode. The amount of silver deposited at cathode will be 107.88, 1.6.8, 21.6. So this is also as per our Faraday's second law we can calculate it. But weight of oxygen given is 1.6, and you know equivalent weight of oxygen is 8. So weight of silver deposited we don't know, but equivalent weight of silver is 108. But it is approximation, and as per the law, weight of silver by weight of oxygen is equivalent weight of silver by equivalent weight of oxygen. In this, we don't know the equivalent weight of silver, so this is to be finalized. So upon substitution all these things on this, the weight of silver deposited we got 108 into 1.6 by 8. Finally 21.6 grams we got. That is option D is the right option for this question. See the next question. In a solution of copper sulfate, how much time will be required to precipitate 2 grams copper by 0.5 ampere current? Here we have 4 options are there, 121.12157.48 seconds. So around 12,158 seconds given, 102 seconds, 510 seconds and 642 seconds given. It is completely related to the power, that means electric current in the Faraday first law. So when we see the weight of copper given in the question is 2 grams, current given in the question is 0.5 amperes, and time don't know. That is the aim of the problem. So Z is called as electrochemical equivalent. That is equals to this gram equivalent weight of copper 63.5 by 2. Actually it is 30. We can easily calculate. Why? Because gram equivalent weight is nothing but the formula weight. Weight of copper is there, na? Formula weight. The formula weight by 2. Why? Because there are 2 electrons transfer is taking place. Divided by 96,500. If you use that one, then this Z value can be substituted in the Faraday first law. After substituting the Z value, the time can be calculated. Whereas 2 into 96,500 by 63.5 into 0.5. Finally, 12157.48 seconds exactly came. So option A is the right option for this question. See the next question. The potential of cell containing 2 hydrogen electrodes as represented below. Here we have platinum, the left side is there, electrode, hydrogen ion concentration. Here hydrogen ion concentration is the right side, the cathode side, given 0.001 given now. So for this we have to find the potential. Now here at anode, as you all know that there is oxidation takes place. There is one electron transfer here shown. Since the electron change is 1, we have considered that cathode also the same manner. That H plus ion is receiving this electron here, and after that of H2 came. So H plus concentration change only happening here. That means products by reactants if use here products we have 10 power minus 8 molarity is there. And reactant the H plus ion concentration is 0.001 means 10 power 3 is there. That is substituted in the Nernst equation, that is E is equals to E naught minus 0.059 by 91 by N. As hydrogen's E naught value is 0, and after substituting this one, this is 0.0591 into 5K. After multiplying this one with minus 5 to minus 0.0591 got 0.296. So option A is the right option for this question we have got. Next question. Consider the following cell reaction. 2Fe plus O2 gives plus 4H plus gives rise to 2Fe2 plus 2H2O. It looks like it's a rusting of iron equation. E0 is equals to plus 1.67 given for this entire equation, and iron value concentration given as 10 power minus 2 ferrous, and pressure of oxygen given as 0.1, pH is 3 given. For the cell potential 25 degrees Celsius we have to find. We have to find the cell potential of this reaction. So we have 4 options are there: 1.47, 1.77, 1.87, 1.57. Can use here this expression. In the first expression, if you see the iron Fe converted into Fe2 plus, and resting of iron equations, both the equations at cathodic equation, if you take this is reduction process, to equalize the number of electrons cancellation, there is a suitable number for the first equation is 2 multiplied. After that addition 2Fe plus O2 plus 4H plus gives rise to 2Fe2 plus 2H2O. That is what they are given. And in this reaction the Q value we got, that is Fe2 plus concentration is the product concentration whole power 2 by H plus ion concentration whole power 4. This is in the reactant side, and O2 is present in the reactant side, its partial pressure taken. So the value of Fe2 plus given the problem is 10 power minus 3. The value of H plus ion concentration given in the problem is 10 power minus 3. Okay, that we got is 10 power minus 3, and partial pressure of oxygen is 0.1. So how we got the 10 power minus 3? Don't worry about that. This pH is 3 means H plus ion concentration from this one is 10 power minus pH only. That's why we got 10 power minus 3 here. So after substituting these values 10 power 7, Q value we got, that is substituted in the Nernst equation, and in this expression 1.67 E0 value given the problem, and number of electrons transferred in this above equation which is obtained, the net equation is 4, because here 4 electrons are, that is N log 10 power 7. So after simplifying mainly we got 1.57 volts is the answer. So D option is the right option for this question, which is finalized. What is the next question? The equivalent conductance at infinite dilution of HCl and NaCl are 426.15, 126.15 mole centimeter square per gram equivalent respectively. It can be said that the molar mobility of, so which is the statement correct? H plus ion is much more than that of Cl minus ions. Cl minus ions is much more than that of H plus ions. H plus ions is much more than that of Na plus ions. Na plus ions is much more than that of H plus ions. So to understand this one, we have to analyze like this. We know that ionic conductances lambda value are proportional to the mobilities. Their expression is lambda C is equals to K into mu C. And that of an infinite dilution, this is for cation, this is for anion. So where lambda C and lambda A are the ionic conductances of cations and anions respectively, the value of K is 1 Faraday. That means we have considered here in this expression H plus Na plus all, their number of electrons transfer is 1, so it is 1, considered as 1 in this expression. So mu C and mu A are said to be ionic mobilities of cations and anions as per this expression. As higher the value of lambda, higher will be the value of mu. That mu is called as ionic mobility. So the correct answer is nothing but H plus ion is much more than that of Na plus ions. Why? Because HCl we have 426.15 is there. The reason why we are saying this H plus ions is much more than that of mobility than that of Na plus ions. See the next one. The limiting molar conductivities of HCl, sodium acetate, NaCl values given, and the molar conductivity of acetic acid. Molar conductivity of acetic acid here 0.1 molar acetic acid solution is 7.8 mole centimeter square per mole at the same temperature also provided. That means lambda infinitive value, lambda C value, both if you find, then the division of them will become degree of dissociation for this solution. That should be calculated. So lambda infinity we can easily calculate it, but these are the options only. See, if you apply Kohlraasch law for this acetic acid, we will go at 390. Okay, the degree of dissociation will become lambda C by lambda naught. Lambda C means at a given concentration what is the equivalent conductance, that is 7.8 given in the question, and lambda naught value we got is 390. So 7.8 by 390 got 0.02. So that is called as the degree of dissociation of 0.1 molarity acetic acid solution. Option B is the right answer for this one. Next, the given data at 25 degrees Celsius is there, that is silver with the I minus reaction, silver iodide formation. That is E naught value given. This is oxidation potential value. And here silver value, oxidation potential value is minus 0.800. But when we are usually expressing the IUPAC convention of reduction potential value, this value silver will be positive. But what is the value of KSP of silver iodide when this expression 2.303 RT by F is 0.059? This is obtained from our Nernst expression derivation only. Don't worry about it. So we have 4 options are there. We have to find KSP of this one. In this expression, the silver iodide reaction, first if you observe the reverse equation, that is reduction, you will get minus 0.152 volts. Silver is minus 0.8. We have to find the KSP of silver iodide, means we have to prepare a net reaction from these two. In this net reaction, silver Ag plus and I minus ions are coming. So this net reaction E naught value obtained as minus 0.952 will be substituted as E naught cell value in the expression. And the KSP value we don't know, but we know the number of electrons transferred in this equations is 1. So that is substituted. Then after log KSP answer we got is minus 16.11. So the correct answer is nothing but minus 16.11 log KSP answer. Next, the molar conductivity is at infinite dilution of barium hydroxide 457.6, barium chloride 240.6, ammonium chloride 129.8 given. We have to find the lambda m naught value for ammonium hydroxide as a weak electrolyte. Again we can apply this Kohlraasch expression, Kohlraasch law expression by adding all these barium hydroxide, barium chloride, ammonium chloride. We can modify this expression for ammonium ion cases, ammonium and hydroxide ion cases. We want only one hydroxide, only one ammonium. So in order to get the net equation, this Kohlraasch law equation, we have taken 1/2 of the barium hydroxide equation, subtracted equation is second equation, that is 1/2 of barium chloride, and added to this third equation of ammonium chloride. Of that we have obtained one thing, that is nothing but this ammonium and OH minus ions cases. After substitution, the values given in the question, ammonium hydroxide lambda m naught value got is 238.3. So the correct option is option C. Next question you see, a 4.0 molar aqueous solution of NaCl is prepared and 500 ml of the solution is electrolyzed. This leads to the evolution of chlorine gas at one of the electrodes. At mass, atomic mass of sodium is 23 given, silver is mercury is 200 given, and 1 Faraday value 96,500 also given. The first question we have in this one is the total number of moles of chlorine gas evolved is how much. The second question is if the cathode is mercury cathode, the maximum weight of amalgam formed from the solution is how much. Third question is the total charge required in coulombs for complete electrolysis is how much. So like that they have given three types of things. So let us see how we have solved it. And the sodium chloride is 4 moles is there. Thus 1000 ml solution contains sodium chloride 4 moles. As we know, molarity concept. But 500 ml of solution is there that contains how many? 2 moles. That means sodium chloride equation NaCl gives rise to Na plus plus Cl minus. Where number of moles of NaCl is 2, Na plus also 2, Cl minus also 2. So the number of moles of chlorine gas liberated is how much? That means that will be 1 mole. Because 2 moles of sodium gives 1 mole of chlorine. Next, from the above one we can see that number of moles of Na plus is 2. So this sodium, if unites with mercury, forms amalgam, sodium amalgam. So 2 moles of sodium gives 2 moles of amalgam. So maximum weight of amalgam after calculation we got 446 grams. As sodium 2 moles is 46, 2 moles of mercury is 400, 446. So in that case the correct option is D option for that second question. You can observe. Second question D option. Okay. What is the first question? That is we have got second option. Let us see the next one. The number of moles of sodium is 2. So it gives 2 moles of sodium ion, sodium metal. From the first equation all this is total charge required is how many? 2 Faradays. 2 Faradays means how many coulombs? 2 into 96,500. So that we got is 1,93,000. Means what is the option for the third question is D option. So hope you observed the 3 questions in this one single question asked in the IIT examination. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this session. We'll meet in the next session with most interesting aspects in chemistry. Thank you very much.